Good evening, Oregonians, and yes, this is video 2 today. Sorry, but we got a couple videos when we were in the woods, me and my son, this last weekend, and I hadn't put them up yet, and I got to realizing how many days it's been. It's kind of been a crazy weekend with it being July 4th, and I have my nieces and my great-nephews in town. My niece and her boyfriend and my great-nephews from Northeast Oregon, they came over from Joseph. So, kind of been a busy weekend. I try to reserve a lot of time on the weekends for my families. If I can, my kids, my loved ones. Friday, what would have been July 1st, me and my son went out in the woods, and coming back from Steamboat, coming down 138, approximate mile marker 34 to about 31. There are a bunch of landslides on that road that they just keep pushing the rock over to the shoulder. Well, they're a rock that if you cut any corner coming west on that road, you're going to hit one of those rocks and you're possibly going to roll your vehicle. Do I think that's fair? No. Do I wonder where the money is to clean up our roads properly? Shut one lane down for a few hours, a few truckloads, get it out of there and get it gone to possibly save people's lives? Yeah. So I'm challenging everybody at this point because I'm going to show it. Y'all will see the landslides. You'll all see what's going on with the rock slides. We need to get on people's butts because they are endangering not only Oregonians' lives, but people that are here as tourists, visitors, loved ones that you may have coming in town down 138, they're endangering their lives. And it makes me wonder, does somebody have to die? So is somebody going to have to come around those corners, cut one of those corners wrong, and all of a sudden, bam, people die? Then the state gets sued. Then our taxpayers' money go for lawsuits and stuff, instead of it being cleaned up right the first time. Just a lot of things in my head as a firefighter, a dad, a grandpa, a great uncle, an uncle. Because I just have family that traveled over here from Eastern Oregon. So my question is when does all this stop? When do we stop getting lives endangered because they don't want to do their jobs right? When do things go the way they should for Oregonians? When are they going to worry about Oregonians and the tourists and the people that bring money into this state to pay their wages? When are they going to start worrying about those people instead of themselves? Instead of the people sitting up there on all these different committees wanting more money because they're on this committee or they're on that committee or whatever. It's bull. No, the people in Salem aren't going to like me. I'm not here for the people up there in the capital to like me. I'm here for Oregonians. Plain and simple. They can like it or they cannot. I don't care. I will say that now. Again, they can like me or not. I don't care. I'm not a politician. I'm not going to become a politician because I'm running for office. I'm a blue-collar guy looking out for what's best for Oregonians. And endangering Oregonians' lives and endangering the lives of people that are coming here that are tourists, visitors, whatever you want to call them. They're spending money in our hotels, our restaurants. They're buying gas, buying groceries. They shouldn't have to worry about being endangered because our state highway department can't do their job. Or the people up in Salem have said, oh, this is more important. We don't need to worry about endangering people. You not doing your jobs and not cleaning up the roadsides is going to endanger people, especially rock slides and everything else. What, are you going to wait until the whole road has to be shut down? One of the biggest arterial roads from 97, Central Oregon. Now, for all of you who don't know about 97, Highway 97 goes from the California border, goes up through Bend. At Bend, it breaks into 197, which goes down to the Biggs Junction, which then they can go across to Washington, or you can go take Highway 20 and come out clear over in Ontario, Oregon, and go to Idaho. So one of the major arteries, because the major arteries coming down this way, you have 138, from 97. You have Highway 58, and then up in Salem you have Highway 22. That's the three major arteries that will bring you down toward the Eugene area from 97. So the people coming down 138 or 50, well, 58's not burnt too bad. 126. Okay, I did forget about 126 because it comes off 22, breaks off 126. That'll bring you into Eugene. And then Highway 22. Highway 22, the Archie Creek Fire from 2020. All that area is burnt and devastated. Detroit is still trying to rebuild. 126. What was it? The Holiday Farms Fire. Excuse me, I just ate. The Holiday Farms Fire. From 242 and 126 Junction all the way almost into Eugene is burnt. Devastated by the Holiday Farms Fire of 2020. 138 from Steamboat Creek, 40 miles up, all the way to Glide, is burnt. Black trees everywhere. If any of you have driven it, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of those families still aren't back on their land. They're trying to rebuild. Rock Creek still trying to rebuild. Most of the homes up and down 138 from Steamboat are still trying to rebuild. Those were the people left in the dark for 2020, and we'll get into that in a different day and time. But the Oregon Department of Transportation, you're not doing your job, and you're endangering other people because you're not doing it, and it's not right, and it's not fair to the people. What are they going to do? Wait till a rock slide completely blocks one of the major arteries? We've seen that before. Sooner or later, stop waiting until your job is so bad it shuts down a major artery from Central Oregon to Western Oregon and get ahead of it. That's what we're supposed to do, is get ahead of the curve, not be behind the 8 ball on everything. So I'll attach that video to this one. Sorry if the intro was so long, but it gets me a little flustered. Y'all take care of each other. God bless. Well, good afternoon, Oregonians. It is July 1st, 2022. Me and my son again, we're up in the woods. I've got some video from that about the logs being stacked up beside the road and stuff. But this one, I have complained about this 2 weekends in a row now. I can't remember if I put the video up from last week, but I'm definitely going to from this week, because what we are coming into should not be happening. These rocks should be being cleaned up. That's the smaller of the slides. Down here around a couple more corners, and you guys will find out what it's about. But I also want to give you guys the view of what they haven't logged yet. All this is burnt black timber that will not take in carbon, will rot, will dry, and sooner or later we'll have another fire come through, and it will be 3 times more flammable and burn hotter and more intense than it did in the last fire. This, by the way, that we are driving through is the old Archie Creek Fire from 2020, the one that stretched all the way from Steamboat Creek area all the way down to Glide. No, they haven't logged any of this beside the roads. They haven't logged any of it across the river. But coming up on these corners now, these slides are basically right at the edge of the road, especially this one here. Comes clear out to the edge of the road. And this one here, right out to the edge of the road. But they're not cleaning it up. So I'm going to ask this again of the Highway Department and Kate Brown, our governor. Oh, by the way, we're in a drought, but there's water seeping out of the mountain and running down the sides of the road still. Thought I'd point that out since the water's like right there, you know. But we keep saying here that Douglas County's in a severe drought. Nah, we're going to have to have a difference of opinions on that one. Water does not soak out of the side of the mountain like this. Hasn't in years. I have been driving this road for the last 5+ years, possibly more than that. Every summer, I know what seeps out and I know it doesn't. It doesn't. But this is another slight area they had to fix. They finally fixed that one. That was like 2 months ago I complained about that one. But where's the money at and where is it going to clean up this stuff? You're endangering lives. Somebody comes around that corner too fast, clips those rocks, that's going to send them off the other side of this road into the river. And if anybody knows North Umpqua very well, up off of that river, that's a good 50, 80 feet to do, depending on where it's at. Like that's a good 50 feet down. Get it, clips those over to the river. Then, yes, I am running for more houses than it is issue. But this is a serious situation. It's okay to endanger the lives of Oregonians. Well, when did it become okay to endanger the lives of Oregonians? Because you didn't want to put the workers out here. You've had people out there doing construction. You had people out there 2 weeks ago pulling brush off the hillside above, or actually it's right down the road here. They had people pulling brush off the hillside. We were still in the Archie Creek Fire. They had some people tethered off on ropes, pulling brush and burnt debris from the hillside above an area where there's rock slide possibilities. Okay, we need to get these fenced in. We need to get this taken care of. We don't need to keep doing this. We need to protect Oregonians and the people that are traveling through Oregon. That's my thoughts. That's my concerns. When do we stop protecting people? Maybe that's a better question. When and where did we stop protecting people, folks? When and where did the government think it was okay to stop protecting people? I am very concerned and very worried for what I am seeing. Money is now more important than people's lives. Well, I am running for House of Representatives, and I'm going to say this, and I want every politician to listen to my words. One thing I will say, I hate politics and I hate politicians, period. I'm not a politician, I'm a blue-collar guy trying to do the right thing. So I'll get that out of the way with this sentence. I want every politician to listen. Open your ears and listen. If you don't have the people paying taxes, you don't have a check. So protecting the people that pay your wages might be an important thing here. The people that pay your wages are the taxpayers. So therefore, you have to protect the taxpayers, which means you have to protect the citizens of Oregon. Just a little food for thought. This needs to stop being about politicians' egos and be about what's best for Oregonians and for the tourists coming into Oregon. I continue driving. I've got 30-something miles to Roseburg still. We're right at 30. Another rock slides. More rock slides. More slide. This is what we're dealing with out here. There is a way to put up cyclone fencing in these areas that will, I won't say keep it from happening, but lessen the possibility of it getting onto the road and close to the road. And then we can start talking about removing brush that's up on top of these banks, or whatever it is they want to do. First and foremost, we need to protect the people. Then, after that, we'll figure out everything else. Protecting the people means a lot. There's a lot that goes to protecting the citizens of Oregon. I guess that will be one of the subjects of one of my shorter videos also. Alright, I'm going to stop my rant and raving as I'm driving down the road because there's just more slide area after more slide area. Obviously more water in the ditches. They keep trying to say we're in a drought. We could argue this all day long, and it ain't worth that. Some people are going to say we are. Some people are going to say we aren't. Slide area. Look at this. I mean, what's going to happen, folks? Okay. Until next time, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. Check on your neighbors. Check on your family. Check on your friends. Treat people the way you want to be treated. May God bless.